Hello, awesome people, and welcome to DIY Solar Homestead. It's been a while. I'm still getting mega hours at work. I got a lot of things I'm gonna have to buy before I get out to the real homestead. I haven't looked at a house in quite a while. I'm just plugging away at work. Look at that. I do have a few varieties, some chilies in there, and mostly little tomatoes of all sorts. We got a storm late last night. We got one probably a day before that. Other than that, I haven't really watered that much. Things started looking like it was gonna be done for the garden. So good thing I watered a little bit, and then we got the two storms. But I just ordered 100 Mylar bags. That's the cheapest deal you can get if you go price it around. And I got a really good deal for 50 of the 2000 cc oxygen absorbers. So I'm gonna bulk up before they call it a wave 2. I don't get sick. I can't get sick. You grow your own. I'm going to announce this again. I've done it many times. 15 antiviral herbs. How are you going to get sick with antiviral herbs? So the pandemic is just ruining everything. They're going to shut it all down again and bump it up one number. You're looking at 16 foods to boost your immune system. Then you got fitness on top of that. If you're fit, I got 80 push-ups today. Got a little workout. I'm back on that again. I probably went 6-8 weeks without it, with all the overtime. But I'm back on a little workout nearly every morning. So I got like 60 push-ups before I went to work. I didn't do much at work. I might do another 20 to get it up to 100. Yeah, if you eat good, like there's my good stuff. I'm still picking potatoes. I must got 30 of them 4 or 5 days ago, and they haven't started to reroot yet. They died probably a month and a half ago. The plants did, but the potatoes are still good. The no digging potatoes. So why would you plant potatoes when you got to dig them back up and you got to stick your shovel through them when it's time to harvest, or your pitchfork to bring them back up? Don't do it. You use 7, 8 layers, and it's still, in the spring, it's still frosted. I think 5 to 7 times, but I had enough thick layers of straw and such over the top of them, so they made it. There was one patch in there, it was probably 6 foot diameter. There wasn't any potatoes, so the frosting must have got into there maybe. But other than that, I still got potatoes that I'm going to be harvesting for probably 2-3 more weeks. So I did not plant too many, but I'm learning as I go. So next spring I'm going to plant a section, wait a couple weeks, and then another section, or a couple weeks, another section, and I think that's how the garden is going to go. And I don't know if I'm going to have a second planting. I'm not rotating, see how many crops I can get into a section yet, but I was thinking about it today. What can I pull up and what can I plant? I would like to think 1,000 kale seeds. I still haven't picked them yet. But yeah, then I got onion seeds and the purple lettuce. Those have bolted, and I got to get those seeds up before they rinse away. I plan on putting on several inches of wood chips late summer, this fall anyway, to build up and build that soil up. So It's another reason why I don't have to weed. I only have weeds in one of the 6 garden beds because of this. So you get enough ground cover and you don't have weeds. And no digging and no weeds. It's beautiful. So we can get good stuff like that. So still gotta wear a face mask at work. Everywhere, just about. We're supposed to come into Michigan soon, start testing our farms. And you know the tests are false. 2/3 of them they haven't improved that I know of. So 2/3 of them say positive. That's what they did in California. They found 100% of the farmers or the pickers had the C word. So you shut them all down. It was like a quarter of the nation's food. So I guess they're supposed to come here to Michigan. So you know that's going to cause another pandemic. And every single state, I saw this from Washington State, that every state is now putting $1 million worth of food into storage buildings, long-term storage, canned goods, dry goods, rice, beans, what have you. And the individual was asked, do you have any competition? He said yes, all the other states. So by December they will all have $1 million worth of food. So if you're not storing food, get on it, because more things are going to disappear off the shelves. That's what happens every solar minimum is food crop loss. This is the 5th year. I've never seen 5 years of crop loss. I haven't been studied from plasma physicists before, archaeologists, geologists, paleontologists, NASA scientists, and such. I knew China was going to flood. Let's say every 100-year flood, but they got twice the amount of rain, and I think they're going to get another atmospheric river soon. But I hope not, because the next one is going to flood the areas that supply America's parts. So we don't want that to happen. If we want to keep, I want to keep my job. So just know what's going on, what's happening. What are the channels that I pay attention to? I just learned recently on what is earthquake makers. That's the corona black holes on the sun, and it was a sketchy pattern, but it was noted. Look here, folks, this is an earthquake maker right here. And I told 3 people at work, and then all of a sudden we got a 6.0 the next day north of Indonesia, just slightly north of Indonesia, but it was deep. And so there was no warnings for that. It was too many kilometers deep. And then there was one right here in southeast Michigan. It was a 3.2. And so now I can go to that site anytime I want, and I know a little bit more of what the weather is going to be like here on Earth, a little bit better as far as things entering into the magnetosphere and such, and things as to how that's weakening. I didn't mean for this to go on and on and on, but you haven't seen my face in a while, so I just figured I would start talking about we'll call CMEs and all that, and space weather and such. So I'll be back around here in a little bit. Maybe I got the energy to work up into putting out, I don't know, at least 10 to 15 videos a week, a month again. Sometimes it just takes a lot of energy to do this. You got to get your knowledge out. Oh, go over to Southeast Ohio, Solar Haven. His best friend had an RV fire. That was the guy's home and his wife, because they travel. They don't have a home. They travel the United States. But it burnt to the ground. I donated a couple times. Please go over there. He helps Southeast Ohio, Solar Haven, work on, helped him build his solar shed. This guy's got way better solar than I do. And anyway, his best friend needs a helping hand to buy a new home on wheels. So yeah, you guys all hang in there. We'll get over the pandemic by growing our own food. And you have a beautiful solar garden day.